Hello, and welcome to Second Life. My name is Jeremy Nickel, and right now you're looking at my avatar as I sit on a giant throne on top of a small house on a medium-sized island in a very large world called Second Life. You can see all around me there's a lot more going on than what I've set up here with my throne and little box house, but let me jump down off my throne here and show you around a little bit. First of all, I will walk over here and then fly down to my front yard. Again, I live on this little island called Fredonia, and I live here because the mainland of Linden is really full of people. This gave me some space where I was able to get a little plot right on the ocean. So far, I really just have this little box house, and it's a 70s themed house. So I added a Pac-Man chair, you can see on the right, and, just a basic bed and couch and a fireplace. Now, what I really would like to show you is what people with more time have done with their land. So let's fly around the neighborhood. The first house we're going to see here on the left is the mayor of my small island of Fredonia's house. It's really nice. He's got some decks up there and a lot of rooms with things going on. This house has a boat, and there's a lighthouse down there. You can see both these stone houses are pretty extensive. We have a Second Life radio station here with a tower and a pool on our left, a glass house right here on the right, and a castle. There are a lot of castles in Second Life. So that's the neighborhood, and each one of those houses has a lot going on in it as well, I should say. But we're going to go on a walking tour of the religious life of this world that has been created here. So I'm going to type in Unitarian on the search bar and bring up the First Unitarian Universalist Church of Second Life, and we'll teleport over there. Unitarian Universalism is my home denomination, and here we've arrived at their church here in Second Life in the teleporter station, and I'll walk down this path. You can see to the left and right of me all these screens that I'm not letting load up, but they would have information on how to find a church in real life, our principles and purposes, or other historical information about the denomination. As I continue down the path, you can see the worship space coming into focus in front of me. This one I love. This is one of my favorites, and of course this is my home denomination, so that's no surprise. But it's all been done outside, and that's no surprise. A lot of Unitarian Universalists connect their spirituality to the outdoors. So I'll click on one of these yin-yang cushions here and sit down, and you can see everything there. There's a harp and piano to my right, so that music can be played, and as I swing around this way, you can see there's a screen and a pulpit and a chair and a flaming chalice behind that with the waterfall, and the gazebo above it has all these stained glass windows. So this has really, I think, captured the Unitarian Universalist feel. Now what we're at is a more traditional Catholic church. Walk up the middle here, and you'll see to the left and right of me pews, and words will pop up there that say kneel. If we were to click there, we would go into the kneeling position, or we could simply sit in the pews. And then here there's some praying stations on the left and right. As I go up on the chancel, you'll see behind the pulpit I can click on Give Sermon, and then I pop right into the pulpit. And then animation starts. It makes it look like I'm interacting with the text in front of me. So if the congregation were assembled, they would see this scene right here, me moving while I give a sermon. I could do that through talking to them through a mic or through text or both. And then in front, they would also see, obviously around me, these stained glass windows with the light coming through. So it's quite a scene they've created. Here we're at a mosque in Second Life, and this one is incredible. They have done a great job with the architecture, with the domes and arches and the more plain stained glass windows. And then inside you can see all the stone columns. They're just incredible. And then tiles and rugs. And I'll click on a dua bead here, and I'll get into the dua praying position. And you can see there could be probably, I don't know, a dozen or so other Muslims here praying with me at the same time. And there's a space for an imam up front to click and give a lesson. So they've really created the feel of a mosque here wonderfully with the tile around the sides. Looks just like what I saw when I was in Al Andalusia in southern Spain. So this is really incredible. Now here we are at a Buddhist temple, and I'm actually on a rug, and I've clicked a meditation bead, and it will put me through a whole animation of a meditation posture. So you'll see my arms move, my head move, and then behind me you can see paintings, some Buddhist sculptures, and there's some tapestries moving, all that around me while I meditate, and it's a really neat animation meditation posture there. What they also have here are Tai Chi posture buttons. So I'll click on one of those now, and you'll see me go through this really intricate Tai Chi animation. And you can see there's balls all around me, so a lot of people could be doing this at the same time with me, and I'll come in closer, and you can really see how much of my body is involved in this animation. My shoulders are moving, my arms are moving, my hands and fingers, my head and shoulders are moving with my head. So this is really complicated position they've moved me through there, and you can see there could be a dozen people doing that with people meditating. Now we are in a Jewish synagogue, which has been done really well. I'm going to sit down here on this bench and give you a better look at it. You can see the Torah scrolls in front of me and some menorahs, and then around this tiled murals, which are done really well, I'm sure, all depicting scenes from the Tanakh. And we'll walk up close just to show you the level of detail on these Torah scrolls. There's actually Hebrew lettering on there rolled up. So that's really just a great example of how much people have gone into the details to create these worship spaces. That's it for today, and come back and we'll do some more with the Second Life religious world real soon. Bye.